Today I'm going to show you how I store potatoes and onions for the long haul. We're talking months, not weeks. We'll talk about the enemies of longevity and how to counter them. And I'll walk you through exactly what I do, what containers I use, and where I keep them. No root cellar required. Now, let me clarify the scope here. I'm talking about storing fresh onions and potatoes. Canning, drying, and other preservation methods are out of scope for this video. If you want me to talk more about those, drop a note in the comments and let me know. I'll be happy to do videos about those. But in this video, I will also tell you about one mistake almost everyone makes that actually speeds up spoilage, even if you think you're already doing everything right. Stay with me. Let's start by talking about the three enemies. What's killing your stored produce isn't bad luck or cheap produce. It's three specific things. And once you know them, you can't unsee them. Enemy number one is light. Light triggers sprouting in potatoes and accelerates deterioration in onions. Potatoes are basically programmed to think light means it's time to grow. And onions don't love it either. Exposure shortens their storage life significantly. So keep both of them in the dark. Enemy number two is moisture. Moisture leads to rot, and rot spreads. This is true for both onions and potatoes. One bad potato or one soft onion in a damp environment will take out everything around it. Dry storage isn't optional. It's the whole game. Enemy number three, proximity. Storing potatoes and onions together, which feels completely natural, right? I mean, they're in every recipe together. They're next to each other at the store. But there's a chemical reason they should be kept apart. More on that in a few minutes. So if you fix these three things, you're already most of the way to months of storage instead of weeks. Hey, if you pulled a bag of potatoes out of the cabinet and found something that looked more like a science experiment than dinner, hit the like button. You're in the right place. Let's talk about storing potatoes. Most people just toss potatoes in a basket or in a bowl on the counter and call it a day. That works fine for a week or two, but after that, you're fighting sprouts and soft spots. Let's talk about what actually works. Container matters more than you think. For instance, a cardboard box outperforms baskets, bowls, mesh bags, and even the fridge for long-term storage. The cardboard regulates moisture, buffers temperature swings, and blocks light. You don't need to seal it. Leave the top open or loosely folded, or whatever you got from Amazon. The box you already have, or like whatever you got from Amazon, you don't need to go out and buy a special cardboard box. Store the potatoes in a single layer if you can manage it, because piling potatoes on top of each other traps moisture and speeds up spoilage. If you've got a lot of potatoes, use two boxes rather than one deep pile. Location is everything. Cool, dark, and dry is the goal. Ideally, somewhere between 35 degrees and 50 degrees Fahrenheit. A cold basement or unheated garage gets you the best results. We're talking 6 months to a year in good conditions. If you don't have a basement or garage, find the coolest, darkest spot you have. A closet on an interior wall, under a sink, or near the floor in a north-facing room. A cardboard box in a dark closet beats a bowl on the counter by a wide margin. The warmer the storage environment, the shorter your window. But you can still do significantly better than most people are doing.
Hey, need a place to buy whole spices, herbs, honey, and teaware? Check out Adagio. I am an affiliate of theirs now. Click the affiliate link in the description and you can buy their products at no extra cost to you, but I will get a portion of the sales. So that's a great way to help support the channel, and so I can keep bringing you great content like this. Thanks and happy cooking.
Also, variety affects how long they'll last. Russet potatoes are your long haul potato. Starchy, low moisture, practically built for storage. Yukon Golds and other waxy varieties are shorter keep, so plan to use those up sooner. In general, the starchier the potato, the longer it stores. Also, even if you got them stored right, check them regularly. Like every week or two, go through and pull out anything that's going soft. One rotting potato will take others with it. Use the soft ones first. They're still fine to eat, just don't let them sit. Oh, one more thing about where you're keeping these, specifically what you might have nearby, coming up in a few minutes. Now, let's talk about storing onions. Onions are actually pretty forgiving if you treat them right. Most of the rules are similar to potatoes. Cool, dark, dry. But there are a few key differences. Not all onions store the same. The general rule is the more pungent the onion, the longer it stores. When you're at the store and don't know the variety, the cry test is a decent shorthand. If it makes your eyes water when you cut it, it'll probably keep longer. But if you're shopping or growing specifically for long-term storage, go for yellow storage varieties. They're purpose-built for it. Look for names like Copra, Patterson, or Stuttgarter. They are bred for thick skins, low water content, and long shelf life. Red onions are pungent, but don't have quite the same storage credentials as the best yellow varieties. They'll do okay, but they won't go the distance. Mild and sweet onions like Walla Wallas are at the bottom of the list in terms of longevity. Plan to use these within a month or two at most. Now, let's talk about container and airflow. Onions need to breathe. Airflow is not negotiable. Mesh bags, old pantyhose, a wooden slat box, or a loose braid all work well. Do not store them in plastic bags. Restricted airflow shortens storage life fast. And do not refrigerate whole onions. The cold and humidity of a fridge makes them soft and unpleasant. For location, store them the same as potatoes. Cool, dark, and dry. A basement, unheated garage, or cool pantry all work. If you're in an apartment, same principle applies. Coolest, darkest spot you can find. If you grow your own, cure them first. Freshly harvested onions need to dry out before storage. Spread them out or hang them in bunches somewhere with good airflow for 2 to 3 weeks. You'll know they're ready when the necks and outer skins feel papery and dry. Skip this step, and those onions won't last nearly as long. Also, like potatoes, you'll want to check them regularly. Pull anything that's going soft before it affects the others. Use the softer onions first. They're still perfectly good to cook with. For now, don't let them sit. Now, here's the part where we talk about why these two cannot share the same space, even if your kitchen is making that really inconvenient. Okay, the thing I've been teasing since the beginning of this video. Potatoes and onions seem like natural roommates. Same recipes, same drawer, same cabinet, same basket on the counter, but they are not roommates. They are not even neighbors. You see, onions release ethylene gas as they age. It's a natural part of how they break down. Ethylene is basically a ripening accelerator, and potatoes are extremely sensitive to it. Store them together, and your potatoes will sprout significantly faster than they would on their own. It works the other way, too. Potatoes release moisture that can cause onions to mold and rot faster. They actively make each other worse when they are stored together. And it's not just potatoes and onions. Other ethylene-producing foods have the same effect on potatoes. Apples, bananas, tomatoes, avocados. Keep all of these away from your potato storage. This is worth knowing generally, not just for this video. But the fix is simple. Store them in completely separate locations. They don't have to be far, just not in the same container, cabinet, or drawer. Different shelves in the same pantry is fine. Different corners of the same garage is fine. Just not together. This one change, just separating them, can meaningfully extend the life of both. It costs nothing, takes about 30 seconds to rearrange, and most people have never heard of it. If you share this video with anyone, share it for that reason. And hey, if this is news to you, drop a comment. I'm genuinely curious how many people are storing these together right now.
Oh, hey, just taking a quick break from the video to have a cup of tea from my Plum Deluxe tea subscription. The one that I got this month was Earl de Provence Black. It's really good. Everything you love about Earl Grey, plus orange and some other florals and great tastes. Plum Deluxe is a small business in Oregon that hand mixes wonderful, wonderful tea blends. They also sell brewing supplies, all sorts of things. And I am an affiliate of them. So check out the links in my description if you are interested in trying out their tea subscription. You'll get one bag of tea and one sample of tea every month. And they have both caffeinated and non-caffeinated subscription plans. It's like a new tea experience every month. Check it out.
Right. Let's go take a look at what I actually do.
All right. Let's talk about what I do to keep my onions and potatoes stored for a long time. Yep, super high tech. Here, we're in my kitchen. Notice that the stove, the biggest heat source I've got, is over here. So, far aside from it is my mesh bag of onions. They've been here for a few weeks, and I'll pull them out as I need them. So this is where they are, and comfortable distance from the stove, but still convenient for use. I don't use potatoes as often, so they are in a nice breathable. They're in a nice breathable cloth bag here in my linen closet. I keep, sorry, it's a mess. Keep my blankets and stuff down here, and I keep my potatoes down here. It's nice and cool, which makes them happy. There's no moisture in there. They just stay there till I need them. Those particular ones have been in there for a few months. So that's how I do it. How do you do it?
By the way, if you're doing something different that works for you, I want to hear it. Drop it in the comments and subscribe if you want more practical stuff like this. No fancy setups, just what actually works. All right, let's bring it back to the three enemies: light, moisture, and proximity. Fix those three things, you're already doing better than most people. So you know about the three enemies. You know about what containers to store your potatoes and onions in and to keep them completely separate in different locations, no exceptions. None of this is complicated or expensive. It's just a few small adjustments that most people never make because nobody told them. But now you know. So tell me in the comments, what's your biggest storage problem right now? Is it sprouting too fast? Onions going soft? Or something else entirely? I read the comments and I want to know what's actually happening in your kitchen. I'm Practical Prepper Diana. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, check out these videos.